Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to begin the game. Bringing it out, it's Stewart. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So the Michigan Wolverines offense comes on the field first today. And here we go. Wolverines and Buckeyes. Everything that's gone into this game for 365 days is about to play out right now, Kirk.
And there's just something right? When you look out on that field and you see the colors on the field competing against each other. Maize and blue and scarlet and gray. Let's see what happens.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Finds an open target on the left side. And he's tackled after the catch. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools. From both sides, it's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it.
So Ohio State's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. More of this game within the game, Kirk. You got the quarterback and the corner, 2 of the better guys in the country at their position, very aware of each other.
And on the other side, you got a quarterback that has an attitude that he doesn't care. He's confident in his ability to shift and move a defense at will. It's going to be a great matchup.
First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And the pressure gets home. It's a sack. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That's how they bring him in a blitz, and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker, he's kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run, but here the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Well, not a single player or fan on either side, Kirk, has forgotten what happened the last time they played. It was Ohio State in a rout.
Chris, it was just one of those days where everything was clicking for the Buckeyes, offensively making big play after big play, and the defense completely shut down that Michigan offense. Now it's a new day, brand new opportunity for Michigan to see if they can come back and compete with the Bucs.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw. It's Orji. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Smith. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Thurman. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, it doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. With the catch, it's Lee. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And the back gets the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end. He shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. To the air, it's Orji. And it's intercepted. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Strong game by this quarterback. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
14, Michigan, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Using his legs here. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Caught over the middle. It's Morris.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann
Arbor. The Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Orji. Bringing pressure. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass here on second down. He's going to take off. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after one. As we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. So a field goal attempt coming up now. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. defense with more pre-snap movement. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
Chris, on this play, he has nobody open. It's better than taking a sack. He doesn't get intentional grounding because where he threw it, there was an intended receiver. I think there's no harm, no foul here.
And the wideout goes in motion. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. The sure hands, it's Smith. Tackle made after the completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Running out of time in the pocket. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
And it's fair caught right about the 45-yard line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Orji. He's running out of time here. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down. Comes up short. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Fair catch made at the 15-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Running back with the football. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
That's a first down for the offense.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Ball handed to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. You got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, this is every defense's worst nightmare. They have everything covered downfield. The quarterback just has given up on the play, checks it down to the back, and instead of rallying to the football to keep him short of the first down, he is so elusive, he picks up first down yards.
Grab down the middle. It's Lee. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Smith. The ball is loose. He quickly lands on it. Prevents the defense from creating a takeaway. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. The pocket breaking down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. Trying to connect from 40 yards out. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's looking deep here. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to pass. It's Orji. Looking right. This one caught. Tackled, but forced down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Going to try to use his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Extra point good. They trail now 17-10. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. You'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Now here's the toss play. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. Off the play fake on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker, a collision of big bodies there. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. Here's the punt, high in the air. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, was right down the field for a touchdown. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The quarterback making some changes at the line. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage.
Start offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Dropping back. It's Orji. Short connection to the tight end here. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Second down after that previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Finds his target. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Wolverines have first and 10 here. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Love those positive yards on first and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Prieskorn. They'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner is brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll give it to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Because that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he pulls in the catch. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. Buckeyes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got a receiver wide open here. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they will claim the second half lead. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And they've got the returner corralled. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Back to throw. It's Orji. And they heave it deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Wolverines. Just ran away from the defense.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he dumps it off to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Okay, it's third down after that run.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups in the defense.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quick throw to his receiver. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Second down after that run on the previous play. Press coverage now from the secondary. Tailback takes the handoff again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes the catch downfield. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it. Time
for one more play here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Orji. Quick completion to the tight end. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Take a break. Take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. The back's got it. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting owned at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now it's 2nd down here. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Wolverines churn out another first down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play and a drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So an important 3rd down play coming up. A field goal try here would be from 60. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Ball lands at the 5 and doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The short completion of the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And this will be fair caught at the 15. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. To throw, it's Orji. The pass rush closing in. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. Enough for a 1st down at the 37. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass is caught, and they get him down after the completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Going for a big play downfield. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They jump in front here in the 4th.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback. With the game on the line, he finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. So here we go. It could come down to this possession, Kirk. Sets up as a potential classic finish.
Well, Chris, after everything that's going on in this field in a rivalry game, if you're a quarterback, this is what you dream about. Having the ball in your hands with a chance to lead your team down and potentially win this game.
They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the right side. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to.
Grab down the middle. It's Thurman. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about the consistency from this quarterback and his accuracy? That's 5 passes, 5 completions, and now he's got first and goal.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback, the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
Launching one to the end zone. Grab near the sticks. It's Thurman. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This passing game is on fire today.
What a touchdown here to pull them within 1 with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for 2 to try to take the lead.
Bringing it out. It's Marshall. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Dropping back. It's Orji. Looking for a deep completion. Downfield shot, ball is incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look, cover as much ground as you can, and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Wolverines will have to kick it away. Not the way he wanted to kick it. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. First down here for this offense. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that one.
And the defense signals time here with just 13 seconds left on the clock. And look at this, the field goal units coming on the field. A lot of faith in this kicker. This would have to be a record-breaking field goal if he makes it. And he's got it. Can you believe it? What a kick. After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Wolverines. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Chris, what a drive by this offense to put the go-ahead score up with under 10 seconds to go. You know, as a quarterback, you hope for opportunities like this, and this offense and the quarterback delivers in a big way.
DT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after the late touchdown, they'll kick it away here and hope the defense can hold on to seal this W. Return begins inside the 10. The coverage team gets him down. A last chance for this returner to win the game, but time has run out. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football if you walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.